What's up, YouTube? It is your boy JB, and I'm here today with the review for Love and Hip Hop Miami. This is going to be season number 3, episode number 3, and it's titled Trick or Treat. So let's go ahead and just jump into the video. Actually, before we go into the video, so I'm hearing some rumors. Don't know how true they are. That Mona is filming in London. That we might have a Love and Hip Hop London. Now, take that with a grain of salt, because I'm just going off of what it's a rumor. Wow, this bitch is really trying to expand her franchise, ain't she? I see you, Mona. Don't kill us. But let's move into the video, you guys. All right, you guys. So we're gonna tackle Trina first. So we first see Trina, and she's she's going to meet this new artist by the name of Hood Brat, who's recording her music video. I don't know why she had that. Even in her green screen, she has on a dress that is pleather. Look like a latex, look like a flavored condom. She looks like a pink condom. I'm just like, oh, okay. So once Hood Brat finishes her video shoot, she sits down with Trina, and Trina's telling her like, so I'm doing this all girls tour, and she's like, I only got I got a select few people right now on the tour, and she told her who she got on the tour. She told her, Sukiana, J Diva, and then she was also telling her about how she was gonna do Nicki Natural, but Nicki Natural did the fucking fool, and oh my god, this is so funny. This is hilariously funny. I'm gonna tell you guys in a few minutes why I think this is funny. Because when she was talking about Nicki Natural, we found out that Hood Brat actually knows Nicki Natural. So if you guys did not know or had not heard, so I think actually the week that Miami first episode 1 of Miami, that same week, it's alleged, and I don't know how true this is, but it's alleged that Sukiana and Hood Brat jumped what's his girl name? Nicki Natural. Now I don't know how true that is, because Nicki Natural did post something on her Instagram story. I don't follow her. The only reason why I know about this is because the Love and Hip Hop T page and also OMFG Reality. I think they posted it as well, but I know for sure Love and Hip Hop T posted it. But so allegedly they jumped her. So we get a little backstory about and not that much backstory about her, but we get a little backstory about Hood Brat. So Hood Brat is raising her sister's kids because her sister committed suicide. And I'm like, wow, that's some deep shit right there. And she's like, she's just throwing herself into her music. I'm like, are you working on the side too? Like, inquiring minds just wants to know. If you got mouths to feed, you can't be. I mean, if you ain't making no money from your music, you got to do something else. But I definitely get it. Put yourself into your music. If it's therapeutic for you and it gets you through, absolutely do what's best for you. So since we're still on the subject of Trina, we also saw Trina, and she and her crew, they went to meet up with Julian. I'm like, why are we under a bridge? I'm so confused by this whole scene. But actually Julian called Trina because he wants to talk to Trina because he's tired of the stuff that's going around. Well, my nigga, if it's true, it's true. So, he does first. He says, let me start by doing this. Let me apologize to you because I didn't reach out to you when your mom died, and I'm so sorry for that. And I'm just like, wow, that's some fake ass shit. You didn't reach out to her when her mama died. Now, I get it that you're apologizing, but that you are her manager. Like, come on, you her manager. She looked at you as family. Nah, I don't think I would be accepting of that apology. I'd be like, really? At the one time when I needed you the most in my life, you were not there. And that's actually how I feel about certain family. Like, I have family members that I won't talk to because they weren't there for me when my mom died. They didn't, know. And it's not I think people get this confused sometimes. It's not the fact of actually being there. It's the fact of saying, hey, I'm so sorry for your loss. I can't imagine what you're going through, but if you need to talk to me, I'm here. That's really what a person wants to hear. Because there's nothing that you can say to somebody who's grieving and who's grieving the loss of a parent. There's absolutely nothing you can say to them. But you can't say just a small, I'm sorry for your loss. Like, is there anything you need me to do? That goes a long way. That shows you who's in your corner. So, he says, like I said, he said he wanted to clear things up. So Trina, they say that, she talked to him before when the album came out, but then after that, nothing else. And all these producers are talking about they didn't get paid when he got that $300,000 advance. And he's like, yeah, I did get that advance. And he's talking about the fact that it wasn't for Trina, and he pulls out a contract. And she's like, so which one of your artists are you getting that much money from? Because it's not Amara. And oh shit, sorry y'all. And no offense, and I agree with Trina. No offense, and I love Amara, but Amara is not bringing in that kind of money, unfortunately. And then he's talking about it's an independent deal for him. For what? What do you do? I mean, I get it. You're a manager, but what are you doing? You're not the talent. Trina's a talent. Amara's a talent. Trina's the bigger talent. Like, oh my God, he's such an asshole. And we're going to talk about him a little bit more about how big of an asshole he is in this episode. So let's just move on, you guys. All right, you guys. So next up is Joy and Briscoe. So looks like we got a little, a little relationship, a little Mona relationship brewing between Briscoe and Joy. So we see Joy and Briscoe, they go out on a date with each other. And, they're just, talking. Now, Briscoe's, he's talking to Joy. He's like, so, what's up with you and Trick? Like, Trick not gonna be mad about you hanging out with me or nothing like that? She's like, Trick ain't got to worry about me for no reason. When he got that little girlfriend over there at the house now, she says, I will say she's cute, because she is cute. And she says, her name is Nikki Natural. He says, Nikki Natural? Oh shit, me and her we were just kicking it with each other a couple weeks ago. And Joe was like, oh, y'all was kicking it with each other. So were y'all kicking it like this? Or were y'all kicking it like Or were y'all kicking it like... He didn't answer the question. And I'm like, oh, here we go. Joy finna be messy. But I'm actually kind of here for it, especially because I don't really care for Nikki Natural that much. So let's jump over to Trick's place. So Joy is going over to Trick's place. And Trick has called Joy over there because he wants her and Nikki Natural to have a conversation. I'm like, why, Trick? Why? Nikki Natural did the fool at that audition. Joy didn't do nothing to her. It was all in Nikki Natural's head. Trina liked both Nikki Natural and J Diva, and she just wanted them to, battle it out so that may the best woman win. But your little young girlfriend right there didn't want to do that, and that's whose fault? Her fault. So Joy gets in there and Trick asks her, "You hungry?" She says, "I'm always hungry." So they sit down to eat, and he says, "Well, I want you and Nikki Natural to talk." She's like, "Who?" And Nikki Natural comes out. She's like, "Oh, this is what we're doing." I'm like, "Oh, this is what we're doing, Trick." Really? Okay. So then, he says, "Okay, so Nikki, tell Joy how you feeling." I'm like, "So is he supposed to be like Maury Povich or Jerry Springer or some shit like that?" We're gonna talk about that in a minute. So, yeah. So, Nikki is talking about how she feels like, what did she say? What did she say? I forgot. She says, well, in a sense, she feels like it's everyone's on this I love Joy train or some shit like that. And I'm like, little girl, you are at an audition and Trina asked you to get up there. She liked both you and the other girl. She just wanted y'all to rap so that she could, but obviously you probably couldn't come up with another. I mean, you probably couldn't come up with another pre-rehearsed rap right on the spot. So I get it. So then Joy says, well, Briscoe told me that you and him hooked up with each other. And that's when Nikki Natural goes off. Oh shit, excuse me, y'all. So she go off. And do I believe that she smashed Briscoe? Don't know. Don't really care, to be quite honest with you. And, oh my God. So, Trick, they going back and forth, and she's, talking shit about Joy and about Trick. And Trick was like, well, you know what, you can get your ass out. She's like, fine. She called him Florida Evans, and she called, and she called Joy James. I'm like, oh wow. That's how I knew you was never really into Trick. If you can sit there and just straight up call him Florida Evans. So you've been a fan, huh? You've been a fan of this show for a minute, huh? Yep, Nicki Nasher, we got your number. You just want to be on Love and Hip Hop. It's cool. We understand. How much money you getting paid? Don't know. Let's move on. All right, you guys. So next, let's talk about our girl Amara La Negra. Oh my God, let's talk about that ugly ass that bed in her room. I just couldn't stop looking at that shit. I'm like, ugh, that bed is hideous, and and really more so, it's just like the headboard of that bed. I just could not stop looking at that ugly ass headboard. Like, what the fuck is that? Ugh. So then, she's talking to MJ how, she's talking about everyone at the party was asking me, am I pregnant? Like, no, I just don't want to drink. I drink when I'm at home to, relax me. I'm like, okay, Amara, we don't care. So, MJ telling Amara how he wants kids. And I'm like, wow. So, you want kids, but your girl's trying to get her career up and jumping. And that's what she says. Like, MJ, I don't want kids with you, but right now I need to focus on my career. Like, I want to win Grammys. I want to win billboards. Like, I want to, do this and I want to do that. So right now is not a good time for me to, have a kid. And I'm just like, okay, Amara. Uh-oh. Okay. I really do love Amara. But here's one thing that I have to agree with MJ about. Because MJ starts to talk about Julian. And I have to 100% agree with MJ. Julian is not doing shit for Amara's career. Her music, maybe her music on Miami stations down there, on radio stations in Miami. I can't say that they're on radio stations up here in Dallas because I don't listen to the inner radio stations here. I listen to I listen to satellite radio, so I can't say that her music is on radio here or there. But what I can definitely say is it's not being promoted well because I never know when she has a single out. Like I have to search, like you have to kind of search and see. Oh, she got this single out. The only time that we know about Amara's single was at the Love and Hip Hop Miami season 1 reunion with the song Insecure, and then when the video came out, I remember that. But these songs that she's had after that, nothing about it. Her EP, I happened to stumble upon her EP last year. I literally stumbled upon that fucking EP. So I have to agree with MJ. If you gonna stick with Julian, you gotta put your foot on his neck. Like you just gotta apply your foot to his neck and tell him like, nigga, you ain't doing shit for my career. Like, what's up with this? Like why am I? And even she was on one of those Spanish shows that's similar to Dancing with the Stars, and I'm like, okay, even that show didn't project her. Now, granted, it is Spanish, and a lot of us don't speak Spanish, but damn, come on, Julian, you could do a lot more for this girl. I don't know why he isn't. I really don't. Like, it's ridiculously sad. But let's move on. All right, you guys. So we finna group this shit together. So we got Sukiana. She's out on the Miami streets with Chaotic, and she like recording me. So let me ask this question: is this a Miami thing for everybody to say you pussy assholes? I'm just like, oh damn. She said you pussy assholes. She gonna fuck somebody granddaddy tonight. I'm like, huh? I was just in there like, oh my god, this girl is ghetto as hell. And I knew that a few weeks ago because she did a whole Instagram live. I didn't even watch that shit. She did a whole Instagram live about Shay, Francine, Frensky, Bucky Johnson, just going off on her about how old she is. I was in my mama's pussy. I was coming out my mama's pussy when you was on TV. I'm just like, now, granted, Shay is, a lot. Granted, Shay is in her. Actually, I think Shay's like in her mid 30s. Because Shay's only a few. Shay and the Love and Hip Hop. Nope. The Flavor of Love girls. Flavor of Love girls, they are only a few years older than I am, and I do know that for a fact. They're only a few years older than me, because when they were on Flavor of Love, they were in their 20s, and when Flavor of Love was airing, they were in their 20s, like early 20s, like 21 to like at least 24 or 5. They were in their 20s. I was How old was I when I played Flavor of Love season 1? I was damn, how old was I? I think I was 17 or 18. No, season 1 I was 17, maybe 16. Flavor of Love season 1 came out in what, 2006, right? '06. So if it was '06, I had either, depending on the time of the year it came out, I was either 16 or 17. So, yep, because season, actually, you know what, I'm correct. I was 16. And then I turned 17 when season 2, when her season aired, because I was a senior in high school. Oh God, I just aged myself. But and I'm just like, wow, she gonna fuck somebody's grandpa tonight. I just couldn't get past that part. So then we see Tip is back. So I'm trying to get this whole. I'm trying to understand. So is Tip trying to be a manager of Sukiana? I'm like, okay. So, and I really do enjoy it. I like Tip a lot, but I'm just like, wow. So Tip, for 2 seasons, you were trying to get your music off the ground, but now you are going to be a manager. Cool, if you say so. If you say so. So then let's talk about Nicki Natural once again, and I'm grouping her with Sukiana. I don't really give a shit. So she goes to this bar where Hood and Bright is working at. Now, Mona, let's have a little bit of conversation right quick. What I'm gonna need you to do with Miss Hoodbrat is get her some good looking, some great makeup, because I could see that makeup was not the best makeup. And then let's work on her wig, because her wig, right here, you can see the whole lace. You can just see the lace. So let's work on that makeup and that lace front. Let's work on that. So Nicki Natural was just telling Hood Brad how things happened between she and Trick, how he put her out. And I'm like, we're leaving out a few details, aren't we? We're leaving out some details in this whole situation. But I mean, hey, whatever. And she's telling her that, Briscoe said they had sex, and, she says they didn't. And Hood Brad's like, oh, well, what's so funny? Briscoe is having a party, so how about you and come to the party? And I'm like, oh, this is going to be some bullshit right here. Well, let's go home and just move on with the show, you guys. All right, you guys. So, Jocelyn Hernandez, the Puerto Rican princess. So, we see her doing some dance moves. I'm like, oh, look at Jocelyn. Get it, girl. Speaking of Jocelyn, has anybody watched Jocelyn's Cabaret? I have not. I don't intend to unless they put it on YouTube, because I ain't paying for no fucking Zeus. Because nah. Not paying for Zeus Network. No, thank you. I will pass on that. But, Ballistic comes in. He's giving big ups to Jocelyn. Ooh. What I will be watching and reviewing is going to be Marriage and Boot Camp with Jocelyn, CeeLo, Misha, who else? Bianca from Love and Hip. I think that's as fake as Teeny Fizzle Pop and what's her name? What's the girl name? What was the girl name? Tiffany. And I don't know why I drew a blank with Tiffany, because I've been watching her and Monique's what had happened was, I think that's what it's called. It's really funny. They're really, surprisingly, Monique and Tiffany are thoroughly entertaining. And then they had Paige Heard from the Oval on her last week. Really interesting. And I know that the next one is supposed to have Masika. Let's move on. So Josh is like, I can't get. Josh is like, I can't get. Jocelyn is like, I can't get caught up, and with all these, I'm gonna get it, you guys. I'm gonna get this accent. But for right now, we're just gonna stop. Jocelyn's like, she can't get caught up in these streets with these beaches, and they make her want to do things that she doesn't want to do. More specifically, this prima piggy hole. And he's like, who is Prima Piggy? You know, that prima donna girl that, Tricantina brought up. And I'm just like, okay. Like I said last week, you guys, I had completely forgot about the whole situation about cocaine. But here's the situation. Here's the thing. If I'm not mistaken, Prima Donna wasn't even on that season when that shit happened. Cause KK is the one that called her cocaine. And Prima Donna went on that season. Prima Donna had been since gone from Love and Hip Hop. If I'm not, I think Prima Donna was on season 4 of Love and Hip Hop, Atlanta, or 5. No, because season 5 was when KK them came on there. So she's on at least season 4. So I'm confused. But let's move on, you guys. All right, you guys. So let's go ahead and just jump into Briscoe's party. So we are once again reintroduced to Prima Donna. You know, she got those waist trainers. She got her own spice line. She got a lot of stuff, and I will say I do know about it because I have saw Prima Donna on Instagram. So I'm not gonna shade or knock Prima Donna. So then we see Joy, and Joy's talking about her and Briscoe, and Prima Donna's like, so what's going on between you and Briscoe? And Joy's playing coy, and I'm like, okay, Joy. So then we see Sukiyana and Hood Brat show up, and then they had that girl with the song twerk with the song that's twerking for Jesus. I'm like, oh my god, twerking for Jesus. I can't. Then to make matters even worse, this girl gonna sit here and say, she ain't sucked dick in 7 weeks. I'm like, god damn, we just really going ratchet tonight. So, then we see Joy, she's talking to Briscoe, and then Nikki Natural comes in, and, Nikki Natural wants to talk to Briscoe. She says, so, you telling people that we smashed? He's like, nah, I ain't telling nobody we smashed. She said, well, your friend over there said we smashed, and you told her that. So Joy comes over, she said, you know what, he didn't necessarily say yes, and he didn't say no, so I kind of assumed. Joy, have you ever heard what they say about people who assume? Yeah, you just did that. So I'm finna wrap this up like really shortly because because this scene kind of annoyed me just a little bit. So we see Amara and Shay, Francine, Frinsky, Bucky Johnson, and they talking, and Shay, Francine, Frinsky, Bucky Johnson telling Amara how she was just in her feelings about the whole situation with JoJo, and how she feels that if Amara goes to be friends with JoJo once again, that'll put a damper on their relationship, and I'm just like, why? And I'm glad that Shay did say, hey, you're a grown woman. Exactly, she's a grown woman, but, I mean, what does it have to do with you if she becomes friends with JoJo? Which, over the weekend, I did see on Love and Hip Hop T's page that, JoJo and Amara went out for massages together. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever, who cares? So then Julian shows up because, Shay got up and walked away. Julian comes up. So he says he told Amara he cleared the shit up with Trina. MJ's talking to Shay, Francine, Frinsky, Bucky Johnson, and he's like, you guys need to clean this shit up. So then he's like, wait a minute, I see Julian over there with Amara. Let me go talk to him. Let me go over here and sit down. So he goes over there, and Julian told Amara her career is going up. I'm like, going up where? In flames? Because it's not going up on the charts. It must be going up in flames. So then, MJ tells Amara, like, hey, babe, just go get a drink real quick and let me have a conversation with, Mr. Julian here. So he sits down and he's talking to Julian about Amara's career and how, this is messing up what he wants to do because he wants a family. And Julian tells him, oh, that's not happening. No kids. I'm like, how you going to sit here and tell this man that him and his girl are not going to have kids? I would have punched the shit out of Julian's ass right then and right there. Julian would have been on the fucking ground, picking up his fucking teeth. And they got in each other's face, and they're going back and forth with each other. And we see Amara, she's over there, and Prima Donna goes and checks on her. She's like, you okay, Amara? And Amara's like, I don't feel good. And then she starts looking around. You know who she reminded me of? And remember the Paz episode of Power when Paz was, making all those funny fucking faces? That's what Amara was doing. But you guys, that is Love and Hip Hop Miami. So be sure to like this video. Leave your comments, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification button so you guys know when I drop anything else. Share the video, and if you guys want to follow me on social media, I am on Twitter at JB_the_CEO. Snapchat is Mr. GB it is to you. Well, actually, Snapchat is Mr. GB underscore it is to you. And my IG is Jbsayzwhat. So you guys, until the next video, I will catch you guys later.